this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Good morning, William Beaver, and good morning. Oh, I thought I heard Fizzy behind me. I heard doors opening and closing while I was walking across the room slowly. So I know there's an elephant around here somewhere, but I don't know where he's got to. But yeah, Fizzy Elephant is also going to be joining us today. And oh, there's milk. Was this milk here when I walked across before? There's a side. This is Fizzy Elephant's calling card. There's a bucket of milk on the side. I will track him down at some point. But first, let me go and eat my breakfast. Yum, 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 yum. Ah, very tasty. Barnaby, you can stand up and you can follow me and keep an eye out for an elephant. There should be an elephant around here somewhere. Oh, is he up there? Did I just imagine him? Did I see him upstairs? I think I might be imagining him. I think I'm just seeing elephants wherever I look now because I've tried to find him. Anyway, let's go and head to the love garden because I know that down there's going to be a sign with someone's name on it and I can go and thank them for doing something and add them to the love garden. Of course, all of the animals are gathering around the person that I'm adding, and the person that I'm adding is Carly. And the reason I'm adding Carly is because they made some pipe cleaner models of Squishy and me, and I love them. I think they look amazing, and the great thing about these models is because you can kind of just bend them and make them kind of do whatever pose you want, which is really fun. So thank you so much for doing them for me, Carly, and welcome to my love garden. All right then, let's go to the doghouse and let's go and choose which dog is going to... Oh, there's another bucket of milk around here. Fizzy had to have been close by. Oh, I know there's going to be one in the doghouse. I know there's going to... How many buckets of milk does Fizzy have on him? That's going to be the big question. That's when the game is going to end, when he runs out of buckets of milk. Is there one in here? Oh no, no bucket of milk. Oh, there is a bucket of milk down here. Well, I guess that you can join me, Benton. I think that Fizzy has chosen you to join us today. And Barnaby, are you going to come sit down? Where's Barnaby got to? Is he? Oh, here he is down here, Barnaby. You can sit down there. And we're not going to use the teleporter today. We are heading to the Funland. And I found you, Fizzy. I found you with another bucket of milk. You can take these back. Actually, I'll have one of them, and then you can have the rest of these. Very tasty milk. I prefer the milk when it's inside of a cake, though. Anyway, so there's one thing that I need to do. So in the last episode, I finished off building my meet and greet butcher shop, and there was just one thing that was really bugging me, where I just kind of made a bit of a mistake, where I was saying that I needed to gather like stacks and stacks and stacks of the food in order to put them in the hoppers, just so that the collector thingy only collected the salt and not the meat. If you didn't see the last episode, this is just completely new news for you and you have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you did, you will understand what I'm saying. And I realized just how silly I was being, and it just really annoyed me. So I thought, you know what, I have to go and explain the way it actually works. So basically, let me kind of show you just how the machine works in case you haven't seen it. So I go and grab, let's go and grab some raw chicken here, and then I would throw it down into the... Oh, no, oh, I didn't need to do that. I accidentally pressed it. No, don't. It's going to chop you. Benton, you're going to be chopped. No, Benton, get out of there. Okay, I think he's going to be okay. He just made it past. That was scary. So basically, I'd put the chicken down here like this, and then it would be mashed by the masher thingy, and then salt would drop down, and then it would be chopped. And then when it gets to the end here, the salt will be collected into the hoppers, but the chicken won't be. The chicken should kind of end up falling down to where I am, and there you go. You see, it just got chopped. And then the way that I was able to do this is basically put a bunch of pumpkin seeds, which is the salt, along here, and so that the chicken can't fit in, but it comes to me. And yeah, I know it's just a little thing. It was just really bugging me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to point people out to today because it was just really frustrating me that I got it wrong in the last episode. But anyway, let's go and build our new game. So this is a bit of a momentous occasion for me because I have spent a very, oh, thank you, Fizzy. I've spent a very, very long time planning this minigame. And this is probably, I don't know for sure, but probably the minigame that I've spent longest planning out of any of my minigames. I've spent probably, well, I don't know how long I have in total because I keep designing this minigame and then realizing that it's not exactly what I want it to be and then changing it, and then even the final design, I spent a long time doing it. So I did a full behind the scenes series of me designing this game. It's kind of a 4-part behind the scenes series of me designing it. It doesn't look like amazingly complicated or anything. It just took a really long time for me to be able to design it. So I'm happy because I'm finally building it. And the reason it took so long is it uses the zombie spawners. So while digging out the mountain, Whoa, what did I land on? While digging up the mountain over here, I discovered that there was a zombie spawner, which was kind of just... Oh no, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. This way. This is where I'm supposed to go. I got really disorientated from the ender pearl. Yeah, so there's basically a zombie spawner, which is floating in the air, and I knew I wanted to use it for a mini game, and I have come up with a design that uses this the zombie spawner, and it's a bit of a weird game. So basically, there's going to be a big room. There's going to be a bunch of holes in the room. Some are going to be green color, some are going to be blue. It's like green against blue. And then you control some doorways that open with which have snow golems behind them, because why not? And then the snow golems throw snowballs at the zombies, and so you can kind of guide the zombies to get them knocked down by kind of controlling where the snow golems throw the snowballs. So that's the game in a nutshell. I'll kind of explain it a little bit more throughout the episode, but let's kind of just get the dimensions down and we can begin building it. It's not an enormously big mini game, but the big thing is that it's got a big roof. Most of my mini games don't have roofs, just because when all of the zombies spawn, basically I don't want them to get burnt, because otherwise that's going to ruin the game. So this stretch along here, this needs to be 13 blocks along. So we got, let's just say this is the middle, because we can line it up. There's the zombie spawner up there. So let's kind of build it along this way a little bit, and then let's see if we can just kind of work this out by looking at it to kind of do it that way, because that's my favorite way to try and do this. So I think maybe I need to go, excuse me, William Beaver, I need to place some blocks down there. I think yeah, let's see if this is 13, and then we'll see how many we need to add. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we've gone slightly too long. So yeah, let's just go and break away either side here. Do I have some shields on me? I do. And let's make this 13 blocks along. I guess what it would need to be, so I guess there'd be one in the middle, so it means it should be 6 either side. Should make sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should go to here on this side, and then there it should go 6 as well, like that. So this is basically the way you'll enter the game, and then there's just going to be like a little step kind of staircase up to the top here to enter this side. Then it's going to be exactly the same on the other side, and then it's going to go kind of diagonally across here in this direction, and this bit's going to be easy because I basically just need to go until I'm 2 blocks away from the edge here, just because I made sure the game fits in perfectly. So now we go and use cyan going across here, and then it's going to be dark blue on the other side, where we're basically going to do the exact same thing. So you can probably tell what the design is going to be, what the color scheme is. It's basically supposed to be, it's not supposed to look like a zombie, but it's just the style of a zombie. If you imagine, like, that's the head, and then there the clothes, and then the dark blue, I guess, are like the trousers of the zombie. That's the general style we're supposed to have here. But let's go and mark this area here, and then we can just go and link them all up. So this is the middle here. We need to go 6 either side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it should go to here like this, and then we just need to go 6 across the other side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, like that, perfectly. And then this should hopefully all link up. This is always the moment of truth. If this doesn't link up perfectly, then there's a problem. But there we go. It links up absolutely perfectly. So these walls need to be built up. They all need to be 6 high as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is going to mark where the roof is going to start. And it's just going to kind of slope up a little bit. So if I just use some dirt to kind of mark it, it's going to go up here like this. And then up one more, and then if this is all being done correctly, this ceiling should end up being 1 block above the mob spawner, because this mob spawner is going to be like right on the top. And then the way the game's going to work is, at first there's going to be a redstone lamp, which is going to be, let me be really careful here. I surrounded this thing in glass because I was so scared of like accidentally breaking it or something. And I guess glass might not be the safest thing to protect it in, but it did its job. It stayed here safe and sound. So the way it's going to work is there's going to be a redstone lamp, which is going to be always on. And oh yeah, I can use my silk touch pickaxe to get the glass back. Jolly good. So yeah, there's going to be a redstone lamp, which is always on next to it. And then you fire an arrow at a button, which turns the redstone lamp off. And then when the redstone lamp is off, the zombies are going to spawn. And then when the arrow disappears, the redstone lamp is going to go back on, and it's going to stop the zombies spawning. And you basically keep playing until all of the zombies have either fallen down your holes or the other holes. So yeah, this is kind of marked pretty well how the walls are going to go up and where the ceilings are. So if my helpers kind of carry on doing that, I'm going to go and start kind of showing you what the design is going to be like at the entrance areas. So these part here are going to go the same height as the walls there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I guess I'll just keep hurting myself dropping down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Fizzy's kind of done the rest of the ones around there. So yeah, this is where you enter. You're going to go and jump up to this step here, and then you're going to go 1 step higher. It's very important that you're 2 blocks up when you're playing the game, because otherwise the zombies are going to be able to get you. And then in this area here, there's basically going to be a row of colors. So there's going to be 6 different like booths, I guess we can call them, where the snow golems are going to be. And then there's going to be little stripes of color with pressure plates on. And then when you step on that colored pressure plate, that is going to be the thing that opens up the area. And then the snow golems are basically going to work as turrets, I guess, and just fire snowballs down at all of the zombies and start knocking them around. But everyone has control over all of them. So what I mean by that is, there's going to be the different colored booths around the area, but it's not like you control the ones on your side and then they control the ones on their side. You can all control all of them. So what that means is, like, you know, say if someone's trying to knock it one way, they can knock it straight back the other way, and you can basically knock the zombies in any direction that you want to, no matter what side that you're on and all. This one actually isn't going to be wall along here. This last row here is going to be glass, and the wall is going to actually start about here, and then yeah, along this last section here, it's going to be glass. The only reason it's going to be glass along here is it's just so you can see a little bit a bit better, because as you're going to be standing up there, there's going to be zombies that are going to be standing right down here sometimes, and it just makes it easier to be able to see them. So let's go and fill this in here. I need to add a ladder just so you can get up. Good trick is make sure the ladder is 1 block off the ground, because zombies can't kind of like jump up to get on ladders. They can climb ladders if they kind of get pushed into them, but they can't like jump up to climb up a ladder. So that's just a way so that if you do fall down here, or when you need to jump down to kind of finish off the zombies to start the next round, it means that you're not going to get stuck down in the zombie pit, because that wouldn't be very much fun. Well, it would just be a very different game. Like, I did kind of consider that being a game where, you know, you got to survive like a bunch of battles against all of the zombies, kind of like a zombie battle arena or something. I did kind of consider that. I then realized that, you know what, I spend enough time battling googlies. I don't need to have an entire game focused around doing that. That is something that you have to do enough from just playing Minecraft generally. So yeah, actually, let me just go and mark. This wall is going to go all the way along here to this. I was going to say to here and to this, and I just said to hiss. And then the reason we have this gap here is just for the redstone. So I've been able, and I'm very proud of this, and I did spend a lot of time doing it, but I've been able to make it so all of the redstone is either underneath the ground, as I just throw this piece of raw chicken around. This is like my pointer, underneath the ground. So yeah, it's either under the ground or just in between this 1 block gap around here. And it wasn't easy to fit all of the redstone in, because there's basically 2 trails of redstone leading to each of the doorways. It's just going to be pistons that are going to be opening them up, but each side needs to be able to open up each one, and I spent a long time just making sure the redstone is as simple as I could possibly get it, despite the fact it's doing something which is relatively difficult to be able to do. So this is probably giving you a good example of kind of where you're going to be standing while you play the game. So there's basically going to be all of the rows along here and the pressure plates, and you'll be standing here, and then it'll be opening up all of the areas about there, and you'll be trying to knock down the zombies in holes. Kind of think of it like pool or like snooker, where like there's like pockets that you're trying to knock the zombies down into. I think that's quite a good way to describe it, actually. So yeah, there's like all the little gaps around the outside, but the difference, I guess, from pool is the fact that there's only certain pockets that you want the zombie to go into, and you know, certain ones that you don't want it to go into, because that's going to be where the opponent's ones are. So let me just go and build up some of these walls around here. This area might change a little bit, because there are going to be booths in the corner, so some of this is going to be changed to kind of the different color ones, but this will give you a pretty good idea of how it's going to be. And then we can basically slope this area up, so kind of do what we did on the side there. I might go and place in some dirt just to make this easier, because I'm slowly running out of green wool. So it's going to kind of go up here like this, and basically staircase its way up to the top like this, until it kind of links up with the rest. So this is going to go here like this, and this, and I believe this one's supposed to be on this level like that, and then this all kind of links up about here. I think this looks just about right. Something along these lines anyway. It doesn't matter too much. This is kind of just the decoration. And We have a zombie. Oh, we got rid of the light. There was a torch on it, and then the zombies have spawned in. Here's a good example of how the game's going to be. Let's just do a little test, because I didn't test this this ladder theory. I just assumed that they wouldn't be able to. So is the zombie going to be able to make their way up? Nope, the zombie can't make their way up. So let's just go and finish off this zombie, and then let's go and put a light down, shall we, next to the the mob trap here, because otherwise I think they're going to be continually spawning in. And so let's go and leave that there. To make sure basically that won't happen. Actually, I guess if I do a glowstone block here, I think that should be enough light to make sure that they're not going to be able to spawn in. So this is pretty much the green side done. It looks like Fizzy is going and finishing off that side down there. So let me just go and build up some of these walls along here to make it easier for him. And then I might go and start doing a bit of a start of work on the floor. And then the other big thing we need to do is we need to fill in the rest of the walls inside here, and then doing the rest of the pit, which is going to be down here in this area, just to explain how that is going to be, and how all of the zombies are going to be kind of falling down and how that's going to work. And Benton just stood up. I love the fact that dogs do that now. I love the fact that dogs can just kind of sit down and stand up by themselves, because up until now it was like entirely in your control, you know, like you told a dog to sit down and it just literally like physically wouldn't be able to stand up unless you tell it to stand up. And it does feel a little bit mean. I guess it's just like the world's most obedient dogs, isn't it? Like the fact that you tell them to sit down and they just won't stand up for anything, you know, until you stand them up to. It's just like the world's best trained dog. But now they seem like so they just kind of randomly stand up and kind of sit down when they want to. But I think it's only like when you're in the area, when you're close up to them. I think if you kind of sit them down and then leave them, they're not going to just end up kind of wandering all over your entire world, all over the place, because that could be a little bit dangerous for them. So I believe let me see how I did it on this side. So this goes... this is in line with where the green goes there, which means this last layer, this should be where the glass is on this side. I got some blue stained glass on me as well, so I can basically do the same thing that I did last time. So there's going to be one middle block in the middle, which is where the ladder's going to be, simply because you can't place ladders down on glass, sadly, so it needs to be a block there. But it doesn't really matter too much for that section. So let's go and place the glass along here like that, and then we can go and place the ladder down, and then we kind of have the play space kind of completely designed, and then we can kind of show you exactly how it's going to be. So it is actually, my pool comparison actually works really well, because the pockets are all going to be like around like the walls. They're all going to be on like the edges of the game. Like originally I considered just having holes all around the middle, but I think it just makes it a little bit more skillful, where you have to get the zombies to like your edge, rather than kind of just, you know, otherwise you can kind of just knock them about anywhere and there's a chance they're going to fall on your side or not on your side. I think this way it means you're going to have a little bit more control. There is going to be a strong element of randomness, because you are kind of left in the controls of the snow golem. So, are my helpers after something? They've all just got it gathered up. So the next thing that need to be done is we need to fill up the areas here. And then we also need to fill in the rest of these walls here. So these are going to go all the way up to the ceiling around there. And then also, we got some digging to do. Luckily, I do have my super amazing shovel. So digging away this ground shouldn't take too long. And then the colors we have on the ground, actually, I am gonna go and see if I can get Benton to sit down, because I don't want him falling down and getting stuck down there somewhere. So yeah, the floor is going to be white. I know it doesn't really fit in with the zombie theme, but this is just going to be, it's going to be like a ridiculously colorful game. Like, it's going to be absurdly colorful, because obviously, like, it's relatively colorful already, even though it's just kind of like the zombie colors. But then there's going to be all of the different color booths are around the outside as well. And it kind of got like a little bit overwhelming with how colorful it was. And Benton has just zero interest in following me. Where has he gone to? Has he? I bet he's down the hole. I bet he's jumped down the hole, hasn't he? 100% he's jumped down the hole somewhere. We'll leave him to it. He's going to be fine. So, yeah, the floor is going to be mainly white. And then we're going to have, of course, the pockets, which are going to be blue and green, just to kind of mark, you know, which team they're supposed to be on. And then there's also just going to be an extra little pattern that I'm going to go and do around the middle as well, kind of leading to marking where all of the zombies are going to be eventually falling down to kind of start where the game is going to be properly. So while William goes and carries on breaking away the rest of the dirt, I feel mean doing the digging myself and not letting William doing it, seeing as it's basically his favorite thing to do in Minecraft. Some people like building, some people like battling. William's number one favorite thing is digging. Everyone has to have their favorite thing to do in Minecraft. So yeah, we have a bunch of white walls table here. We're also going to have a... Oh, there he is. Oh, he's sitting down. And now... No, stay sitting down. See? This is why it's good to leave them sitting down. Look, Benton, follow me. Behave, Benton. Behave. Why is he not teleporting to me? Benton, please. No, he's just not listening to me. I need to do some recall practice. I need to do some training with Benton. I need to get some pork chops and give them to him when he when he follows me. I never thought I'd have to do dog training. I could do a dog stool. A dog stool. I couldn't do a dog stool, no matter how hard I tried. A dog school where you could try and train dogs. That could be a good thing. I do have my wagging tail doggy daycare, but that's just like more of like a doggy chill out place. That's just for like doggy holidays. That's just kind of what that's about. But I could do a place where you could train them, and I know who the first pupil going to dog school would be. I can't believe I said dog school. That, like, I mess up on my words quite a lot. Like, I stutter a bit. Sometimes I say words wrong. I speak quite fast, and what are the side effects of speaking fast, concentrating on what I'm doing, and yeah, concentrating on what I'm building and speaking fast all at the same time means that sometimes I mess up my words. But I think that might be one of the best mistakes I have ever made. Instead of saying dog school, saying dog stool. I just need to resist calling this episode dog stool now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I guess we'll have to wait and see if I can come up with a better name than that. So there are going to be a few places where we're going to have glowstone under the ground. And then we're just going to simply cover them with carpet, so it won't look too different, but we need a way to light up the area. And we can't really have too many torches around the ceiling because we need to make sure that the zombies are going to be able to spawn in, because otherwise the game without zombies isn't going to be particularly any fun at all. So I need to make sure it's not going to be too light. And I actually haven't done any... Whoa! Fizzy? Oh no! Did Fizzy die? Oh no! Fizzy fell all the way down. I wonder where his... I guess he slept in the tower last. So he's going to be making all of his way back. Hopefully Fizzy will be able to return before the end of the episode. I'm glad I was able to see that. It sounds mean, but it was hilarious. It's only Minecraft. He's of course going to respawn and show up straight away. I'm going to need to get Benton out of this pit somehow. He's kind of made it into his new home. He's just living in the cave down there. I'm going to need to try and get him down at some point. Hopefully he's going to follow me. Let me go and tell him to stand up again and see if he's going to follow me properly. Because he's sitting down. There we go. I think now he's properly standing up and is going to follow me wherever I go. Fingers crossed. We're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, what I was going to say is, so as I said, I spent a long time designing this, and I did like the whole behind the scenes series, so I can leave that as a link in the description if you want to kind of see how I kind of came up with the idea for this game and the design for it. But in the tests for the game, I obviously didn't have a zombie spawner, because in my sketchbook world, like, you can't at the moment set to build a zombie spawner in this version of the game. And hello, Fizzy! Well, oh no, Fizzy! Put some clothes on, would you, elephant? So obviously, in my mock-ups, I wasn't able to have a zombie spawner, which means I haven't really tested this game yet. I haven't actually tested it with zombies spawning. Of course, in my sketchbook world, I'm in creative mode, so I could kind of like spawn in zombies individually, but I haven't had a proper chance to kind of test it all out yet. So this is going to be my first time. So what I can do is I can put the glowstone down on the ground, and I can see whether it's enough to stop the zombie spawner. So I think the most important one to do, and Benton, you can sit down now. Now I have you on the servers, you can sit down. So I'm going to have one right down on the ground here. And so I will eventually cover these in carpets, but I don't think that makes it any more dull. And then let's do some kind of like down. Oh, hello. I guess the zombies can spawn by the looks of things. I guess they have no problem spawning. And oh, what did it drop? It dropped a carrot. William, it dropped a carrot for you. Feel free. I mean, I don't know if you want a zombie carrot, but if you do want a carrot, it did drop one down there. Then let's do some down to the side. Let's go like 1, 2, 3, and let's maybe do one here under where this crafting table is, just to kind of spread them out around the ground, because we do want to make sure that other stuff doesn't spawn. We don't want creepers or anything spawning in as well. Just zombies this game. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then build the next one down here. And then I'm going to break away the glowstone at the top, and then we'll see whether any zombies actually spawn in. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then we'll place this glowstone down there like that. And then 1, 2, 3, and then we'll place this glowstone here. So everyone, I recommend you leave the area, because I'm going to be breaking away the glowstone at the top here. Maybe nothing will happen. Maybe nothing will spawn in, but there's a good chance we're going to have zombies going down from the ceiling. I don't know if the glass blocks them at all either. So let's just go and break break away a little bit of this glass. I'm going to be ready to run away in case some zombies spawn. I'm really scared doing this because I can't break that zombie spawner. If I break that, well, I can break the zombie spawner. That's the problem. But if I do, that is going to completely ruin the game and make it impossible to play. So, right, I've broke all of the glass, broke the glowstone. Benton, get out of there. Benton, you do not want to take on an entire horde of zombies if they go and start spawning in. So, of course, I don't know if the fence is going to block it at all. I might need to go and break away the fence as well. No, don't sit down. Benton, be standing up properly and follow me and just get out of there. This is not a place you want to chill out. Oh, William, a zombie spawned. Okay, that has answered our questions. Zombies can spawn. So let's just go and throw a glowstone block next to it. So that's good. So they don't spawn like crazy fast or anything. They're just going to kind of gradually drip down during the game. I love the idea of zombies dripping down. So yeah, they're just going to kind of gradually plop down from the spawner while you play the game, and that's the way it's going to work. So here we go. We pretty much got the entire outside done. This gives you an idea of what it looks like. You can kind of tell that it's supposed to be styled around a zombie. There's a few messy bits that we haven't finished. You can see Fizzy kind of quickly trying to get them all sorted, and I think, oh, sorry, no, sorry, William, sorry, I was just pointing, run away. Benton won't listen to me. He won't listen to me if I tell him to not chase you, so just run away. I'm sorry about that, William. Luckily, you're wearing diamond armor, and I just patted you on the back, so I guess it probably didn't hurt you too much. So yeah, we probably need to kind of tidy the area up a little bit, and we didn't have time to do the pockets or the patterns on the floor, but don't worry, we'll do that in the next episode. It's probably going to be one of my bigger builds just because it is a little bit of a more complicated game, but hopefully I've explained enough to you how it's going to work. So in the next episode, we are going to come right back here, and we're going to go and carry on building, and hopefully get to the point where we can start adding in all of the snow golems, because that's when the game's going to get really fun, seeing all of the snow golems around the outside just pummeling all of the zombies with snowballs is a pretty amusing sight to see. So for now, I want to thank William and Fizzy for helping me out, Benton for joining in and keeping me entertained during the episode, and of course, a very big thank you for you for watching. But for now, I will see you all later. Bye!